been losing to Uriel. I almost said losting. That's fine too.
You can losting.
But that's not.
You can be losting.
Yes.
I got
and
losting.
We'll see if
once.
any more losting happens.
That's what you when you have a really sad cake and you just lost your match. You don't put frosting. You put losting.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that's one way to look at it. Oh, going through the sonic boom. This is going to be an interesting scenario for Bryan because he's not going to be able to really rely on the classic zoning him to death with the sonic boom, with the flash kick trap, because Jazdero with his JP has just as good zoning options and can also cross the screen in a blink of an eye and turn this up close and personal. So it's going to be interesting to see how he adjusts to this.
I like the space that Jazdero's playing at, though, right? Like, he's playing outside of drive rush range. You saw that quick backdash to make sure that Bryan couldn't drive rush in to get where he wanted. Also parrying a lot of the booms to avoid OD chip. Looking good. Yeah. And now you got to hold this mix.
Yeah. That is one hell of a mix to have to force your way through in Burnout, but so far Bryan pulling it off. Health scarily low, though. This is a very oppressive first round. One hell of a way to make a first impression in Losers Finals. And there goes Jazdero with the first round.
God, that was only one round. That felt like an eternity.
It was. That felt like a whole set.
A little bit. There we go. A nice flash kick to cover the cross-up.
Yeah, I love how he read that. He knew what was coming and just immediate reaction. He must have drilled that countless times.
There we go. But this is how the last round started. Bryan took a nice little 50% lead, but it looks like he's capitalizing on it a little bit better this time around.
Yeah, because the problem is if Jazdero doesn't have enough space to input any of his commands, it doesn't matter how good his control range is. But that throw is there. He might be able to reestablish some range there. Not going to be able to do it. Eats the point-blank sonic boom. And we are in the final round. Both of them having taken the measure of each other. Misses the drive rush. Jazdero consistently good about controlling the range on that.
Nice flash kick there. Needed to do something quick enough after the perfect parry to get rid of that departure portal.
Very good thinking there in the moment, just immediately knowing the best move for the job.
Oh, this is potentially dangerous. Every single time they've eaten that OD amnesia, they just immediately hold the parry. That's potentially something that Jazdero could take advantage of. We'll see if he does, but he uses the level 3 here to cash out, rebuild some of that drive gauge, and get a nice solid lead here in this final round.
Yep.
Not quite in critical art range yet.
Nope, not yet. But here comes his own level 3, giving a bit back what was served. Thank you very much. Here's some for you.
Yeah, thank you. Come again. Oh, here we go. Drive gauges are kind of in peril. Jazdero was that was a great parry there, saving the drive gauge from elimination. Oh no. Oh, that's a big jump in. Went for the overhead, possibly a misinput, and Bryan-D clutching out this first game. That was a great game to take. You really don't want to go down you don't want to go down to Jazdero at all. And here we go. We're getting right back into it. Already in the corner, just establishing that pressure with the booms.
Yeah, the problem here, although it was a bit obviated, is you cannot parry forever. Eventually you're going to miss the input. That is what Bryan-D kind of counts on. But I was talking about this at the start of the last game. Jazdero just as good, has just as many tools for keeping you on your end of the screen and making it so you can't advance. So neither player wants this to turn into a shooting war, basically.
No, not at all. If it's a shooting war, JP would likely win it just because his projectiles don't actually have to travel. But Bryan-D really starting off these rounds well, getting consistently getting some nice 50% leads, a nice whiff punish there. Opts to not finish the combo, knowing that it wouldn't kill.
Wait, who won that first game? I wasn't paying attention again.
Bryan-D won. Bryan is up 1-0.
Yep. Good teleport, good thinking on that. Into the throw. This life lead is shrinking, getting much more even. The portals are there. Bryan-D kind of hesitating, not sure what to do next, but no more hesitation on that. Drive rush into punish counter, into throw. Beautiful way to take the round.
Let's see if Jazdero's got an answer. No, not here. Answer this. Level 3 immediately spends it.
I love the audacity of immediately starting a round with a super.
Oh, and the punish counter throw as well. Knows that Jazdero likes to parry a lot, especially after the Sonic Boom. Oh no, doesn't quite get the second hit of the crouching medium punch target combo.
Absolutely. This is a dire spot for Jazdero. Forced into the corner, forced to parry, gets the throw up into one of his own projectiles, but doesn't have enough health to keep doing these exchanges. Armoring through it for the knockout, and now Bryan-D, in abrupt fashion, is 2-0.
I really like the awareness from Bryan, right? Saw that Jazdero didn't have the health to deal with a DI, but also knew that Jazdero was so good at reacting to DIs. Just put it to him and said, hey, you gonna guess? What are you gonna do?
That's what I was talking about with Bryan-D's whole playstyle, forcing players to make those bad decisions where either move is a bad move, what the Germans would call Zugzwang, where you don't have a good move, but you have to make a move.
Yeah, you have to make some kind of decision. Man, Bryan-D controlling this space expertly, mixing up the Sonic Blades and the EX Booms, and takes a perfect to get themselves on set point.
Into an immediate aggressive start to what could potentially be the last round. I barely even had a chance to see all those moves, but opening up with that drive rush with the bazooka knee, sending Jazdero all the way back into the corner, and in range of a double perfect to take this set. If Jazdero doesn't make something happen, is it going to happen? It is a double perfect! He's in grand finals off a double perfect!
Oh man, Jazdero was shook. He had him frozen like a deer in headlights.
The masterful defensive JP, Jazdero, just had no idea what to do. That last round started, and it was like Jazdero just stopped playing. It's like he put down the controller and walked away. GG to Jazdero, though. He looked like a master all night, but that was just incredible from Bryan. He made him look like